set to lock horns for the right to remain unbeaten. And we're off in week 4. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
Let's go now. 19 Tiger, 19 Tiger. Ready, ready.
Here's Milton. Now throw on the run, but that's going to be incomplete.
Man coverage to start the game, and I expect we'll see a good amount of that. They trust their secondary to hold down the fort and let their pass rushers get home. And that's a good job right on play 1.
7 Pirates.
Throwing is Milton. And that is incomplete here.
Tough series for the passing game. Things just aren't clicking. Hoping they can come through on this play and get this series back on track with a completion for enough yardage for a first down.
So 2 incompletions have led them to an early 3rd and 10.
Here we go.
Milton. That is caught. And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
The Raiders at 3-0 here in the month of September. And they come in on a pretty good roll here. Winners of 3 straight.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Now we're at the 41, 2nd and 9. To throw is Milton. Open man down the field, it's Bowers. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 32-yard line.
And that was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver. Although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice gain.
Ready? 70 Lions.
They'll run for the first time with Ashton Jeanty. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
On the Seahawks' 33-yard line.
60 Maverick. 60. Come back.
To throw, it's Milton. Short throw caught by Bowers. And he's down into the red zone at the 16 after a gain of 16. 1st and 10.
16 yards. Raiders first.
Now Milton. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
Well, that play there was certainly a scouting report special because coverage was all too aware that this close to the end zone, he's going to become a bigger weapon for that offense. And they were there to help force the incompletion.
Here's Milton now to throw. Throw right side, taken in by Bellinger. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. A nice pickup of 14, and it moves the stick, sets up a 1st and goal.
A lot of precision being shown on this opening drive. They've been methodical, they've been crisp, and as a reward, they're going to be set up with an early 1st and goal.
A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door. 1st and goal.
Ready?
Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here. And he's in. Touchdown, Raiders. A great play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Raiders will jump on top of the game's first score here this afternoon. Aubrey Good with the PAT. And And that makes the score 7-0. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Looking to put a drive together.
Mustang 19.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. They're going to look to throw. Setting up the screen here, this is Walker. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. 11 yards there and a 1st down for Seattle.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially those pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that against them, and a screen pass is a great way of doing it. A lot of teams against good pass rushing teams, they want to run the screen 10 to 12 times in a game.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
A gain of 4.
Let's go now.
2nd and 6.
Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. Loose inside the 30. Inside the 10. And did he get in? No. They'll mark him out at the 1-yard line. 68 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start.
1st and goal, Seattle.
1st and goal, and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back. They'll set up to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Raiders, a big seam, and he might go all the way. And he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return for 6 and a Raider touchdown. Aubrey now for the point after. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead.
Seahawks nothing.
So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And not much doing on the return. Good coverage there. Going to stop him in his tracks at the 15-yard line.
At their own 15-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on 1st down. And a good physical run that time. He's going to wind up gaining 5 on that one.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of 1st downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Jeremy Chin picks it off. And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line. Charles, a nice play there, wasting no time making his presence felt for this defense.
And you know, we heard the same conversation around the league. A lot of people were surprised that he was available, and they let him go, and now he's going to make a big-time impact with his new squad.
And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. That one good for 17 yards, and now they've got it 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 5-yard line.
Come, 19. Come, go.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
Well, anytime he reads man coverage, I don't think it's going to be the only time he'll try and hit that route to the outside in this game. He'll test the perimeter, but that time, they were up to the challenge.
Ready,
2 of
set.
their 3 red zone trips so far, they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. And he'll throw this one away, but I don't think he was out of the pocket. No, here comes the flag. Yeah, he hadn't gotten far enough away from the pocket to throw that football away, and that draws the flag.
Yeah, the old tackle box, right? Get outside of each tackle, and then you can go ahead and throw it away, and you're in good shape. But if you're back there in the pocket, you got to make sure of what you're doing.
That grounding call could very well doom this drive. We'll see. They'll try again here, 3rd and goal. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
So they get the turnover in plus territory. The drive stalls out, but still able to get 3 out of that.
Yeah, we were able to see an offense and a defense kind of mix and match with each other, didn't we? Both of them trying to make sure that they have the upper hand and the advantage. Offense trying to get to the end zone. Defense, of course, trying to hold them to a field goal attempt. And it wasn't a guaranteed lock 3 from where they started. So, you know, the offense has to be happy to come away with those 3 points.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And job 1 here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field, because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed first down there. They've needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
They'll look to throw now on first down. Now he'll tuck this and run. Open man. He's got his tight end, Elijah Arroyo. And they do finally get him, but he takes it to the 25. It's a big play there for Seattle. 44 yards. 17-0 our score after 1.
10 at the 25-yard line.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. That's taken in by Arroyo. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
It's all pretty simple sometimes, isn't it? Go where the defenders are not, and he does exactly that. Makes a nice catch to move the chains. Defense, got to find a better way of accounting for the shorter routes that are being run against them.
And that'll hurt the average a bit, as this time they're able to get him behind the line. It's 2nd and goal, back to the 8-yard line now.
Panther 60, Panther 60.
They'll set up a throw. Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. Way back at the 19 now. What do they have here on 3rd and goal? Looking to throw. Under pressure, they got him again. Kayvon Thibodeau drops him again for the 2nd straight play, and it brings up 4th down. Myers' kick is good. And they're on the board at least here. It's now 17-3. So that kick gives them their first points of the game, CD, and it comes on the 3rd drive, but hopefully for them that's a spark that gets that offense going.
Yeah, and I would say if you're the offensive play caller, as you look at your sheet, you're trying to find that part on there that unlocks bigger points. They've struggled with a few drives so far, finally got 3 out of it. How do you find the end zone? That's what he's searching for now.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Off the play fake. Milton. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Bowers. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Operating from the gun. Milton. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. And this is caught inside the 5. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Dante Thornton, 51 yards. And the Raiders are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points seeded.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, the answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
2nd down and 4. Running left is Walker. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down. So 7 yards from the 1st down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. He's going to wind up and air it out. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Well, the first 2 drives only yielded 3 points. They might be thinking it's time to make something happen. Push the ball downfield and try and gain some points that way. Unfortunately, incomplete.
It'll be just an 18-yard punt. And the Raiders will have a short field to work with as they take over.
Got it. Ready? Roll, roll, roll.
On 1st down, it's Genty. And he's going to take it down to about the 35 here. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1 at the Seahawks 35-yard.
Once again, it's Genty. That's some strong running there as he's down just shy of the 20 on the edge of the red zone. 14 yards is the pickup there at a Raider first. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. A run straight ahead with Genty. And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
A first carry now for Nick Chubb. And fights through one man. And he is out of bounds. Looks like right at the 15. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a 3rd and about 4 more for a 1st. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have the 1st down, and that is going to take us to the 2-minute warning. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Back to throw. Milton. Now he's going to step up and run. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
I do think it's fair to say that they were caught off guard a little bit when he decided not to throw it on first down. But give them credit. They recovered in time to deny him the first down yardage. But it's only second and short. So that run is still likely to lead to a new set of downs.
Now they'll change things up.
60 Bobcat, 60 Bobcat. 70 Ranger, 70 Ranger. Ready, right?
Operating from the gun. Milton. And that's going to be caught for a Raider touchdown. A great effort there with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Raiders are able to add on to their first half lead.
Raiders 31.
The extra point up and good by Aubrey. And here in this first half. And not much doing on the return. Good coverage there. Going to stop him in his tracks at the 15-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Pass call, Arroyo right side. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. Back to throw now on first down. Walker with a grab left side. Now the Seahawks forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
First and 10 at the
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Repeat of the last play, finding Walker. And he is going to lose yardage here. They'll look to throw again. And that one will fall incomplete. Clock here now, just under 30 seconds to go in this first half.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. The safety blitz turns out to be a great call defensively as they sack him for a loss of 9. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1.
And here's Dixon to punt now as he gets this one away.
And he'll take a shot at the end of that one, and they'll begin right there.
at their own 16-yard line.
On the ready.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive.
Come on. Ready.
And with a huge lead already, they may be thinking, hey, our job's complete for these first 2 quarters. Let's get this to the locker room. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33.
Hey, rig alert, rig alert. Buffalo 18. 60 Bobcat, 60 Bobcat. Ready, ready?
Looking to throw. Milton. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. Another big play as they get 28 out of that one. And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. Over the middle, complete. It's Tucker. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. And that is going to sail wide right. It's no good. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. The Seahawks trailing, but they will have possession first here as we resume action in the third quarter. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They go play action here on first down. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Horton. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down.
But that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
Give him 22 there on the third down conversion. So again from the 39, this time from the other side of the field. Here's first and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. That'll be caught by Cobb.
It's going to be a nice pickup, but he also takes a pretty good lick at the end of that one.
Brings up second and 1 at the 30-yard line.
Ball on the 30 now. Here's second down and 1.
And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. First and 10. Back to throw here. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. His throw caught at about the 5.
And the Seahawks are going to have a first and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line.
I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They looked like a different team here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that there were very many trash cans that got kicked over, that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the first half, what didn't, and figured out a better game plan.
Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
Brings up second and goal.
So they've been in the red zone 3 times, and it's yielded just 3 points. Can they find the end zone here on second and goal? He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. They get only a yard there. Now it's third and goal.
Ready?
In motion left, the tight end. They'll look to throw on third and goal.
He completes this to Walker.
It'll be a loss of 2, maybe 3 on the play. And that will bring up an interesting decision here on fourth and goal.
I really like the angles that the tacklers came from on that play. They secured inside, took away the cutback. The sideline's there, so you can only go so far outside. They were able to close in and tackle him for a loss.
Yeah, they used your boy over there, the 12th man. Sammy sideline, right?
Sammy side.
And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. Elijah Arroyo, his first touchdown on the year. And the Seahawks take a chance, but they find pay dirt on fourth and goal.
31, Seahawks 10.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive.
They were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead, and it's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this is a unit that has to be itching to get the football again.
You could say that again. They've got to be pretty eager because, let's face it, they've had to sit through halftime, then sit on the sidelines and watch that drive. So you can bet that they're saying, let's get on with this. We got to go out there and get some more points.
And he'll go out near midfield at the 49.
87 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
And they run the option here on 1st and 10. Still going inside the 20.
And down to the 7-yard line.
And hold on here because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. We'll take a break and get a report from Vegas after this.
Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5.
Milton.
And it's caught. Nice job defensively to hold him to 4, and now it's 2nd and goal.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal.
Here's Milton.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. A great play there. His 3rd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Raiders are able to widen their advantage. Aubrey good with a PAT. And that'll increase their lead to 28.
Pretty good coverage by the kick team, as he'll only be able to get this past the 15-yard line and no further.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but Charles, they look upward. They're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
Yeah, and I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is.
And he steps out of bounds, but not before he gets inside the 35.
It's a big play there for Seattle. 41 yards on the ground.
A 41-yard gain.
On play action, they'll throw. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
Max Crosby blowing up the play and getting the sack. This defense, they just continue to feast. 5 sacks now as a unit. It's been quite an afternoon getting to the quarterback.
And we're seeing it come from a variety of places as well. Sometimes just the guys up front getting to him. Other times you add extra guys rushing the quarterback, twists and stunts. It's been a variety, and they've had no way of blocking them.
3rd down and 13. And no sidestepping that hit. He's going to be brought down hard, and it also sets up 4th down.
Well, we saw a lot of negative plays that resulted in plenty of lost yardage in the first half, and that trend is continuing here.
I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this 3rd quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down. Going up top for Kupp. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. The Seahawks go for it but can't convert. And that will force a turnover on downs. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And it's a unit last drive that did it all on the ground, Charles.
And they controlled it from the interior, big on big, right? Offensive lineman versus defensive lineman. But you know, in order to keep the football moving downfield, other people have to get involved as well. Your wide receivers, your tight ends, lead runners, anything that you have possible to get in front and keep the ball moving.
And now the defense may be looking out for a pass coming up.
And that's going to be incomplete.
Let's give a little credit to the defense on that one. They resisted quite well, and that pass fell incomplete. But this ball game for him, that's just a momentary speed bump. He's played awfully well throwing the football.
Here's Milton now to throw. He'll get this out to Genty.
And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. A strong 8 yards will keep this drive rolling.
First down. First
Let's
and
go
10
now.
at the
Ready.
50-yard line.
On the zone read to give to Genty.
And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. So both teams trade touchdowns, and the third as we're through 3 quarters of play. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Ready, set.
So a 5-yard run the other way in the wrong direction, and that leads us to 2nd and 15.
Viking 18. Ready,
Now Milton. Over the middle, hooks up with the tight end Bowers. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 38-yard line. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down.
Here we go.
First and 10 at the 38-yard
Like
line.
A give out of the gun to Genty.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And now 2 yards to go on third down.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Throwing is Milton.
Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. He has a first down, and that catch will also put him over 100 yards receiving now on the afternoon.
Another Raiders first down.
To throw is Milton. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself.
And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run.
He's starting to fall into the category of not fair, because when he's on target throwing the ball, he's dangerous. But when you add in his ability to make plays with his feet, almost impossible.
Yeah, exactly. They've had trouble stopping him in the secondary. This time they've got the great coverage. Oh, he can run too. Back at the 5-yard line now, 2nd and goal. And he's over the line and in for a Raider touchdown. It's their quarterback. A 4-yard touchdown scamper.
And the Raiders are going to be moving to 4-0 as they extend their lead. The extra point up and good by Aubrey.
And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead.
And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway.
Remember, they have won 3 straight, but getting to 4 straight does not appear to be in the cards as they are in a big fourth-quarter hole.
They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
Come on, come on.
2nd and 11. That'll be caught. It's Cup. And he's able to get it all the way down to the 20. It's a big play there for Seattle. 61 yards. So the field flips here as they'll go to work at the 20 now on 1st and 10.
Trying the left side with Walker.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Different story this time around. We had that huge gain followed by a sizable loss here. So a 5-yard run the other way in the wrong direction, and that leads us to 2nd and 15. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And with a flag down, he goes down. So they're able to sack him. Now the penalty looks like it could be holding. Let's find out. The Seahawks on 3rd down. They've had their troubles. Just 1 for 6. This will be 3rd and forever. They'll set up to throw. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. A great effort there. 37 yards. And the Seahawks get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this fourth quarter deficit. Extra point up and through by Myers. And that'll cut the lead down a bit to 28. And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 30.
At their own 35-yard line.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive.
Here we go. Here we go.
Well, we've reached the stage where it's a mere formality at this point. They've got the comfortable lead. We know what the outcome is going to be. I guess the only question is, do they want to put more points on the board before the final gun?
Well, I certainly hope not, and I'm being selfish here because you and I have flights to catch. Let's go ahead and finish this one off, guys. You've taken care of business. Let's close it out. And you and I, let's get to the airport.
And some room to run now. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
116 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
To throw, it's Milton. Now he'll tuck this and run. And that'll be incomplete with a penalty flag here on the field. And I'm not sure he was still behind the line when he let that thing go. Coming up on the final 2.5 minutes. And boy, has it been fun to watch this offense operate. Quite the display, and now they look to polish it off.
Call it a gain of 5 that time. They'll be left with a third down and about 9 to go.
It's not a huge breakaway run, but if your starting running back finishes the game with averages of 5 or 6 yards per touch, you'll take that every single time.
Let's go now. 18 Cardinal, 18, 79 Broncos. Ready?
From the gun on third down. Milton. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
And the defense says they have it. They do. One play into the ball game, an early turnover.
Looking to put a drive together.
Ready?
Now a play fake here on first down.
Left side, he finds Smith and Jigba.
And he's finally taken down, but not before he reaches the 14.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Back. Viking 18. Ready?
He'll look to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I'll tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to be a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
And once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete. Open man right side is Cup, complete. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be third and less than a yard.
Of course, the catch was nice, but how about what happened after? Able to stay on his feet and gain all that additional yardage. So many of these slot guys, I think, have running back in their background.
70 Timberwolves.
They'll try for the first with Walker.
And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. And they got 3 yards. That's enough. A conversion, and now it's first and goal.
Someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot has been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on third down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
Let's go. 60 Eagles, 60 Eagles.
Walker is not going to get in here as they push him back to the 2-yard line.
It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Second and goal at the Raiders' 2-yard line.
He'll look to throw. And that is caught. Well, they're going to see this one to the end. They get a score, but pretty much an extra. exercise in futility right now. Still down big. Myers connects on the PAT. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. And the hands team for the Raiders able to secure it. Now they're down big here in the fourth. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
A good space to operate there as he takes this down inside the 35-yard line.
That's good for a Las Vegas first down. First and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but, boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And, partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So for Las Vegas,
hey, they finish a perfect month of September as they move to 4-0 on the new campaign. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for Seattle, the defeat is their first of the year as they drop to 3-1. And they'll try to get back on track next week as they head up to Orchard Park to take on the Buffalo Bills. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.